Welcome back, everybody, to the last episode of Deus Ex Human Revolution. Basically, we're just going back through to show you where all of the 29 special ebooks are and any missing scenes that I didn't get. And anything else that I feel that I missed. So, in the Sarif manufacturing plant, there are 2 ebooks. The first one is in this room right here. Basically, where you come down and get a Praxis kit, and there's a turret right here, but I moved it earlier. So. Neural Interface Protocols, the P. Revolution by Hugh Darrow, first published in Neuroprosthetics Journal Quarterly, Fall 2010. Prior to Deus Industries' creation of P. electrodes, almost all implanted neurostimulation devices on the market were based on their use of metal electrodes coming into contact with neural tissue. The better the contact, the more useful the device. As an example, over 10,000 patients have had a deep brain electrode inserted into their skull to reduce tremors from Parkinson's disease. Since there are no pain fibers in the brain, the operation is performed while the patient is awake. When the electrode is inserted in the proper location, the tremors stop instantly. Unfortunately, metal electrodes are stiffer than surrounding brain tissue and also brittle the mechanical impacts carried by the body. Thus, when implanted in tissue, they frequently produce inflammation and sheaths of glial tissue surrounding them. Situation that not only leads to tissue injury but also reduces electrical effectiveness of the device. P. electrodes were a revolutionary breakthrough, but they relied on both conducting polymers and live neural cells in their design. The increased biocompatibility and electrical signal transduction properties of the conducting polymer electrodes addressed each of these issues and promised a new generation of implanted electrodes that would benefit patients and clinicians. So, number 1 Third one can be found in Richard's office. Nature of neuroplasticity. Fourth ebook can be found in Group 27. Neural hub design for next generation. The fifth one can be found in room 25 during biology. Alright, the sixth book can be found in limb clinic.
I've never been under anesthesia before. Is it true they stop your heart and the machine does your breathing?
More or less. I know it sounds a little hair-raising, but we do it every day, several times over. It's a very safe procedure.
Will I feel any pain?
Category Reports Department, number 7. Alright, for the chase one, if you do charm.
Come on, Chase. You're the good guy, the honest cop. In a police flick, you'd be the straight arrow. You know deep down you want to do what's right. That safe code could mean a lot.
Don't paint me as a hero, Jensen. I'm a regular guy. But you're right, though. I always try to do the right thing. The code is 7196. But do me a favor. Can you at least try to hack the damn thing before punching in the code? If I'm lucky, it'll be enough to throw them off.
Another book can be found in Sarif's apartment. Be careful. There's a sleeping woman. It's precisely technology how to smart wrestling.
A little different too, Xander. What's your new gig?
Deep cover. I'm keeping tabs on the derelict row-ballers for now.
Discover big
I've got a
witch,
hunch something big's
apparently.
coming.
Why do I get the sudden feeling you're about to include me into that something big?
Because you're clever. That and the fact that, well, it's pretty obvious. But jokes aside, you couldn't have come at a better time, Jensen. This case I'm on, we're stuck.
Go ahead.
I'm with IA now, and we're working a sting on a dirty cop named
Okay.
You're an outsider.
Can't let a guy...
All right, then.
Okay.
True.
Okay.
Yeah, I needed to...
A cop dealing...
Got that.
So what...
Information.
What about the undercover?
O'Malley's...
And he's...
Exact.
And you want me to...
You have it.
And what about...
We're almost...
Prep him?
Well,
Okay.
excellent. Oh, and Jensen...
Okay, I don't know why that happened. Now here's what's actually missing. I can read Lab Nights and Tree 78. It's hard to think at all. Sometimes when I made that breakthrough in my research a couple of years ago, I never thought it would get this big. I thought it was an anomaly at first, but it came to genetics, but universes and ways are to technology. We're talking about the holy grail of DNA here. Hell, this is Gregor Mendel. But thing is, I have to bury the truth. Now the discovery of how I reached my results has become hard lately. I betrayed someone I respected for the sake of my research. I wish I had a chance to fix it, but it got bigger than me, bigger than Sarif. If there came the light, Sarif Industries could be ruined. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm tired. I think I'll just wrap things up for today. Now there is a black secretary here that gives you all of the computer login passwords for the computers. We changed the accept they changed the security login for the new guy. Their version just got with the laser grid there because apparently they took mistakes for that in the world. Come on, man, you gotta let me write your meter. Maybe it's like yours. Marshall, close your eyes, education, no. Ready to call. I mean, the sun is nice and you earlier this morning, but I really appreciate it. Right, hurry, it's quick, I can take it in.
So, you're saying your neighbor knows something about these disappearances? What did they argue about?
The boy used to listen to that conspiracy DJ, Lazarus. Used to blast that trash out of the windows of the city. Casey's always telling me.
And what about that makes you think Casey is involved in his disappearance?
Well, one day I heard
Cities for Senti Craps and everything that was, but I can't wait for like that later. And it's crazy for the research training courses. Literally
Interesting.
Boy, don't worry about me, I'm just stealing your stuff. And hacking your computers. Officers. So capacity. We're actually ready.
Officer Decker, pick up line 2. Decker, pick up line 2.
King report. Fully princess of CI, so we can stick out Jarrett Road. Trapper light. This is the suppliers. Source uses some parties and technical means more unusual.
Lieutenant Infidake, line 3. Lieutenant Infidake,
A
line
couple
3.
of witnesses told me they saw you throwing Molotov cocktails near that clinic.
Nah, man. That wasn't me. I don't even know what that protest was even about.
That's funny. Because when we searched your wallet, we found a Humanity Front business card.
So what? That don't prove shit.
Listen, we got tons of punks like you pretending their ideas while smashing windows and limbs. And someone's gonna pay for it.
Y'all didn't see me do nothing, so you can't charge me. I know my rights. You my lawyer? You don't look like a lawyer.
Detective Boudreaux to second floor forensics. Detective Boudreaux to second floor forensics. Officer Sterling, call B451. Officer Sterling, call Bradbury 451.
Another book can be found in the morgue's office. Alright, let's
Have you found anything?
I've investigated.
So,
I got my hand.
Oh.
I don't know.
what?
I don't know.
You-
Someone in.
So what?
No. I'm sorry, Cassandra. I wish I had more tangible answers to give you. But I did stumble on something I think you should have. I found Megan's bracelet. I'm sure she'd want you to have it.
Oh, Adam, that's very kind of you. Her grandmother gave it to her. She loved that bracelet very much. Thank you for all you did. And, do you...
I read.
Thank you.
Don't worry, Cassandra. This is not a.
I knew I was... It's strange.
Will also be present. So far, Mr. Darrow has received
Where are you, Jensen? I haven't gone all night.
Hello, Pritchard. I'm almost in my apartment now.
Well, when you do get in there, connect the neural hub to your computer. I've created a secure tunnel, and I'll take over remotely.
You can access my personal computer.
Who do you think configured your security
Welcome home,
protocols?
Mr. Jensen.
Now there is a book in here, right here. Another ebook. Intelligence Circuit. Started from a talk given by youth there at the 2020 Human Practice Conference in San Jose. We get carried away with the idea of bolting our arms and links to our reflection towards the I firmly believe that the real core of what we can innovate lies within our meat, more specifically in our brains. Deep brain implants are the way in which the human machine can truly be supercharged. Consider a great matter. Our neural DNA has been imprinted with a mammoth amount of information, allowing us to process huge and complex data sets in quick order, but for all that, our wet memories, patchy and sporadic, we lack the ability to communicate data in complete fashion. Though the use of cognitive enhancement implants provide nootropic stimulant, we are capable of creating a new level of neural synchrony, can effectively boost brain capacity and via wireless data parsing subsystems in form of radio utility. As a real and valuable concept as our brains processing more data, reacting quicker, capable of streaming that data in real time to other stimuli that were created post-humans. This is the real frontier. In the chop shop area, there is a book here. Access. This is in O'Malley's apartment building, 3rd floor. Alright, look in the film building, Barrett's room. There's an e-book. Learn letters between man and machine. Start on talking about Eudora, some international color and your scientific researchers. For mechanical biosynthesis to work efficiently, being playing with the device that powers its electronics. The problem is generating power requires chemicals which are toxic to white. So unless we find a way to harness electricity, it's already present in the central nervous system we are bound to feel. There is a second problem as well. Preliminary research into power harnessing biochips suggests that our immune systems will receive these devices as foreign invaders. We immediately send proteins to encapsulate them. Over time, scar tissue will build up between the PHB and surrounding tissue, resulting in neuroprosthesis failure. So how do we avoid this? Deus Ex Industries is working on a plan to grow networks of poly-34 ethylene dioxythioprene polystyrene electrodes, PDOT if you will, that intertwine with neural cells. The goal is to create a biocompatible matrix which tracks neural progenitor cells to grow in the proper direction, blurring the boundary between less nervous system and less neural class. Neural environment when playing biochip among neural cells coexist and migrate and evolve over time will not only be safer and more effective for the end user, it will be the ultimate melding of man and machine.
Access granted.
Let's see. Mostly we're not pleased, but the mission was risky from the start. It's probably not wise to put much trust in some outside asset. The Dutchman is good, but he's also temperamental and impulsive. The guy can't get served with the loot. We will try to find him. In the meantime, proceed with recovery of Edo. You will have what you need. Missions of wash, deload, stop before completion. No work from Evo, Dutchman sent. Packets reports at least one PFT dead. We've seen him. If so, DMPD will have the courts will need assistance from your indirect cover advice. Sergeant, I understand you're upset with what happened at the morgue, but you must sympathize with my position as much as I would like to make sure that your interests are protected, not to mention the interest of the people you take orders from. There is also only so much I can do. I cannot find out who dropped the ball and string them up accordingly, as too much interference from me is likely to raise eyebrows. And that's none of us wants at this juncture. I suggest you get only your distraction from our premises. What kind of rinky-dinky operation you run manually? You were supposed to have that morning lockdown. Now I look like a Louisiana polecat called out on the lit bayou with its knickers down. What the fuck? No. There we go. We're building next to Chan's in China. Second floor building. Bring machine interfaces. There we go. Alright, and the apartment that Bell Tower is occupying. Here's this one, Understanding Vision Part 1. There are 2 memos to get here. And by the way, you have the silver tone. located in Taiyan Medical. There's 3 total. Look around. Alright, second one can be found right here. Radical Evolutions of Reality. Comments by Eidos-Montreal on the future broadcast November 9, 2011, 9 p.m. EST on the Pax News Network. Oh, undoubtedly, Gary got it right. Or the men's work has no reason to contradict him. He talks about 3 futures and see the lines toward them stretching out from this moment. That's what we are doing at Deus Industries. We're bringing the possibility. One future is where human beings are supplanted by newer, better, smarter versions of themselves. The next year's model of mankind. Call it that. Gary called that the heaven scenario. Then there's the claptrap spread about doomsayers that claim we'll all be dead before 2050 or something. That's the hell scenario. And then there's the prevalent scenario. And to be quite honest, I imagine that's the one that's most likely to come about. Third option is where tomorrow lies undetermined, where we make the world new as it happens. You can't simply build a machine led to a man, gift him human ability, and expect to radically change him.
Hangar doors
Alright, let's
unlocked.
debug for Taiyan Medical. Be around here. Found right here. Right before you leave, and you can disable security. Alright, in this room, there are 2. First one's right here. New powered autonomous energy reclamation systems. This is where our article first published in the new Cyberpunk Cyberbooks Journal, February, March edition 2016. And of course, it's pointless telling these kind of desktop wonders that actual devices are capable of operating in the real world, while of course, and infinite supply battery packs to power generation vectors. What powers the human machine? That's where it's looking in order to power the next generation of cybernetic augmentation technologies. Such times as we can create small, lightweight energy cells capable of running far beyond the lifetime of our products we fall short. Energy conversion devices, the answer on the scale are capable of manufacturing now, and confidently can create a small enough to be implanted, powerful enough to make the waste use of chemical energy found in human body. We do this by mimicking the human digestive process. Proven about the natural method of nutrient conversion from, say, a liquid solid to some form of organic protein matrix. Greatly, the chemical potential, the capability also exists to write neurochemical specific energy signify yours. Second, quickest communications. We found in this room. Healing myself with preservation implants. Excerpt from an article by Eidos-Montreal in the American Cybernetics Center 2014 edition. You're currently serving an icy night. You're alone too. The call grim will keep you alive until you can't arrive. For all the augmentation systems are disposable, there's little dedicated to the well-being of person, little in the way of emergency management for our health. What is needed is a next generation designed for an implant web, not a single device, but a network combination operating from a durable module implanted in a highly survivable device known as the master multiple distributed wireless spreads, and all major organs get constantly updated by your data. Linked to secondary units located at key nerve or bloodstream vectors in the heart, perhaps the adrenal and lymphatic nodes, and a level of autonomous response that could keep a person alive even without the intervention of the implantee. It's not just a concept for military or extreme conditions usage. We can also spend to a limited healing regimen for any man, perhaps via distributed protein therapy or other methods. Center.
Showing controversial satellite footage uncovered by Picus. Detroit, Toronto, Mumbai, and Rio de Janeiro all report violent clashes taking
This is why I urge every member of my staff, every man and woman dedicated to the true mission of the Humanity Front, to do the same. Isaias, if you're watching this, I beg you, do not allow misplaced anger to destroy everything we have struggled to achieve.
It's over. He knows I can't come back from that.
Everybody knows, Sandoval. You can't hide from what you've done.
What I've done, Mr. Jensen. I spent years patching people back together from augmentation botch jobs and systemic organ rejection brought on by implants. And now, because of Bill's betrayal, I'll never practice medicine again.
You really want to help someone? Tell me where Sarif scientists are.
I wish I could, Mr. Jensen. But my involvement ended right after I failed to remove their GPLs.
You failed?
Turns out, my surgical skills weren't good enough to bypass David Sarif's insurance policy. So for all I know, those little implants are broadcasting right now. On a frequency so low your network specialist wouldn't think to look for it.
You changed the frequencies.
You have your answers, Mr. Jensen. And I've lost all of mine. The courts may think I have much to atone for, but my court will be a higher one.
Wow.
How about I take that gun with me when I go?
You got everything you came for. Please, just leave.
Believe it or not, I'd rather you didn't kill yourself.
That's because you have no idea what tortures I've endured. The guilt, the shame. I was told the scientists would be used to find a peaceful solution to the augmentation crisis. Instead, I was involved in kidnapping and murder. My life ended that night. It's time for me to go.
Think about it. Are you really in such a hurry to face that higher court of yours?
At least there are no lies before God. Did you see that abominable press conference? William Taggart all but accused me of terrorism. He claimed that all the violence committed in the name of our cause was the result of my influence.
So stay alive long enough to tell him your side of the story.
He already knows it isn't true. I trusted that man. For years I gave him loyal service, and he betrayed me. He sacrificed my freedom and good name to save the reputation of his organization. It's no use fighting him. He'll just spin it again. At least if I die, he'll never be able to use me again.
So that's your plan? Just lay down and die so you can't be used again? That's bullshit. You need to face what's coming. There's a very thin line between martyr and victim, Sandoval. And if you pull the trigger, you won't be remembered as either.
You certainly like taking chances, Mr. Jensen. But your point has merit. Maybe I did give up too easily. It wasn't enough to be a doctor. Or to attack the infection at its source with Humanity Front. I had to try harder to help people, and I pushed too far. What else could I have done? How do people live in a world surrounded by human misery every day? Or am I the only person who feels this way?
Tell me, what lesson are you teaching your kids by killing yourself? It's bad enough they're gonna find out you're a criminal, but you want them to be quitters too? Kill yourself now, and you'll be telling them it's okay to take the easy way out. I know you don't want that. So put the gun down. Show them by your example that you want them to grow up to be fighters.
You son of a bitch! Using a man's family against him! I deserve to die, you understand? I've earned it! God damn! But I can't let them repeat my mistakes. I can't. Take the gun. For their sake.
Pritchard, get this. The GPLs are still transmitting. Sandoval switched them to a lower frequency.
But they could be broadcasting anywhere in the world. I don't have the type of equipment we'll need to find them.
It's our only lead, Pritchard. You have to do something.
I know. Listen, The riot's still blocking the street entrance. Head back to your apartment and Malik will fly you over. Maybe by the time you get here, I'll have figured out something.
All report violent clashes taking place outside the doors of such well-known biotechnology firms as Kusanagi, Isole, and Sarif Industries.
And here's the book.
The footage sparking the riots appears to show scientists performing crude...
I might remember this area. There is a need to grab. This building. Grab that.
Back again to Detroit, where a handful of people were taken into custody this evening, following yet another anti-augmentation.
我的头好痛啊！
The pro-human organization had received permission to gather...
You got a free pass from the boss. But don't try anything stupid, or you're going to end up as spare parts.
Understanding Vision Part 2. There we go. Alright. Mega Ranch, the room right below Techlines. We'll find this ebook. Dug out in the stem receiver. Exit for electric and Maggie Garrett, the Bone Run Seek University, March 2016. I'd like to tell you another research story you find absolutely fascinating. This one involves Dr. Jose and Neil. Request Delgado is finished for its mythology at Yale University. Delgado's research interests in using electrical signals to evict specific responses in radio. His earliest work was with cats, but later performed experience with monkeys and humans. Much of the experience turned around an invention called a stem receiver. A radio which joined the stimulator brainwaves to a receiver that monitored EEG waves before sending them back on separate radio channels. This allowed the subject to experiment full freedom of movement while also allowing the experimenter to control the experiment. Delgado used the stem receiver to stimulate emotions and attempt to control behavior. In one test involving 4 patients, stimulated within the amygdala and hippocampus to reduce a variety of effects, including sensation, elation, deep, thoughtful concentration, outfeel, super relaxation, collaboration, and other responses. Delgado later say that the brain transmitters can remain in a person's head for life. The energy packed with the brain transmitters transmit by way of radio frequencies. Source can Delgado, January, and cerebral radio stimulation recording in completely free patients in Switzerland and Switzerland. Next slide. Doctor 2. And that we are completely done with Deus Ex Human Revolution other than the DLC. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a nice day, everybody.